What's going on, guys? So this video is going to be made because of a request. So this is going to be the top 5 best exfoliating bars from Sudsy Bear. I just recently posted a series of videos similar to this about Dr. Squatch soaps, and someone requested that I do a top 5 exfoliating bar video for Sudsy Bear, and I am more than happy to. So first of all, we're going to start with number 5, which will be like the least exfoliating out of the top 5, and then work our way all the way up to number 1. So starting at number 5 is going to be a soap I don't have on hand right now, but that is a soap I do like a lot, and that's the Smoky Mountain Fog. Now this bar, I believe, is considered to be medium grit, but it is infused with silica sand, and this stuff is like crazy. It's even more exfoliating than the regular sand you would find in different bars. This stuff is the real deal, and it will take off a layer of skin, everything. So even though it says medium grit, don't mess around with it. I think part of the reason is because it's just so small and there's so much of it in there that every inch of that bar is covered with this silica sand, and there's so much of it in there. So even though it's not big pieces of exfoliation, it still packs a punch. So now moving on to number 4, that is going to be the Old Forest Pine Tar Bar. This has oatmeal and sand in it, kind of similar to the Dr. Squatch version as far as the exfoliation goes, but this also does have a little bit of pumice powder in there. It is more exfoliating than the Dr. Squatch version, and it's definitely in the top 5 for sure. So this is my number 4 bar. So now we're gonna move up to number 3. Number 3 is going to be the Swamp Dweller bar. This one is a heavy grit bar, and it also has activated charcoal in here. It has acorn powder. It has oatmeal. It has gritty pumice powder, pine tar. So this has a little extra kick above the regular pine tar. And let me just show you. You can't really see everything. You can see the little specks of oatmeal in here, but this thing is not something to mess around with either. So this is what I would consider to be number 3 in the top 5 for exfoliation, but along with it being a top 5 scent, it's also a top 5 bar for exfoliation overall. I'm trying to look in here and see, is there sand in here? There might not be sand in this bar, but the pumice powder really makes up for it. So that's number 3. The next 2 I don't have with me on hand, but I'm still going to give it to you. So number 2 is going to be the Backwoods Brew. It has those coffee grounds. It is better than Dr. Squatch's Cold Brew Cleanse. And the exfoliation is, very unique because it is, it's coffee grounds. So they're much larger specks in the bar, and they kind of take out bigger chunks. And that puts them at number 2. Number 1 is going to be the Big Buck Hunter's Bar, and this thing, I think it has sand, it has a few other things, but what really tops it off, it has crushed black walnut shells in there, and this is like the ultimate exfoliant. So if you want something exfoliating, I highly suggest getting the Big Buck Bar, the Hunter's Bar. It has those crushed acorn shells, and I've never seen anything exfoliate better than that. So if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think are the best bars for exfoliation from Sudsy Bear or whatever, and we will see you next time.